Let's talk. Oh my goodness. I love that song and I love all of you. Guys, we are going to have the ride of our life today. In fact, the Fab Five are here. They're going to be showing up in just a moment. And what are we going to be doing today? We're wrapping up the fourth quarter. We're celebrating. Have your tissues ready. Have your notepads also and your pen and paper. We are going to be wrapping up the fourth quarter of the Let's Talk Fabulous show. So, there's no time like right now. Let's talk. We are going to go around the room and I am going to be introducing. I am so excited. Guys, we are here to party, celebrate, do all this kind of stuff. It's the end of the year. I still have my Christmas cup stuff up. Yeah, we're going to go around and then we're going to get started. And I would like the Fab Five to introduce themselves. I know you guys all know who they are yet. Who are you and where are you in the world? I'm going to start. I'm Tamara L. Hunter, and I am in the Ozarks, what we call the heartland of America. Kim?
I am Kim O'Neill, and I am from Southern California, further away from the beach.
There you go. Barbara?
I'm Barbara J. Beckley, and I'm from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and I'm going to call myself the Heartland, too.
Okay, I love it. I love it. That works. Gloria?
I am Gloria Grace Rand, and I'm from Michigan, but I live in Melbourne, Florida.
There you go. And then on the other side of the United States, we have Joy. Joy?
Hi, I'm Joy Willett, and I am in finally sunny Southern California.
Okay, without much more time, right now, we're going to get right into this. Guys, buckle your seatbelts because we're going to be going through this. And what I really want is get your pen and paper out. And we're going to be giving you numbers. They're going to correspond with the on-demand. Yes, we're on TV. This is an on-demand situation where you'll be able to go to the episode. Hola, and we want to say hello and welcome to all of our digital audience. So write down what episode it is and catch the episode because this is just going to be a little bit of a taste. But yet we have an opening song that we've prepared. Here you go. Whoa. Whoa.
We've been shining bright.
Fourth quarter stories, hearts ignite.
The Fab Five's here, come celebrate.
Let's wrap it up, it's fabulous, can't wait. Unexpected heroes showed up right on time.
In everyday moments, hearts truly shine.
Healing after betrayal, we found our way through. Learning how to rise again, stronger and true.
The power of a heart-centered life
Came alive, living from love. Live from the heart.
We thrive, celebrating autumn seasons gently remind.
There's beauty in change and peace we can find. Every moment, every show, seeds of love continue to grow. Through courage, grace, and all we do.
We share the best of life with you.
Stand for love, stand for love. A moment so strong, a song, a stand where we all belong. The courage to be seen, leading with grace.
Love will light the way.
Holding space, being thankful.
Showed us what's true. The magic of giving begins with you.
Finding grace and gratitude, hearts open wide, where thankfulness lives, love multiplies. Then we ask with joy and pause, what is F.A.B.U.L.O.U.S anyway?
Faith in action, bravery too. Unity and love and all we do.
Opportunity knocking, spirit strong,
Unstoppable hearts.
where we belong.
Sacred
show beauty in broken places.
Every mark tells a story of grace.
Yeah, making time for festive fun.
Let's play.
Meet me in the Zoom room, come dance our way. Inclusive, ugly sweater Christmas.
Come as you are.
Different voices together.
Shining light.
Fourth quarter, what a ride. With the Fab Five side by side. Stories shared, the love shines through. Fabulous hearts shining with you. This is how we wrap it up. The Fab Five, fabulous and shining with love. It's time. Let's talk.
It's time. Let's talk. Okay, we're going to go around the horn real quickly. What did you guys think?
Wow.
Love it.
Kim?
Fabulous.
Wow.
And also, before I just let them ever so quickly sprinkle some fairy dust and fabulous, thoughts and shining moments. I want to say thank you to our production team also. And we've got Caroline Brown. She's out on the outside. We've got Erin Houchin. She is down below and helping manage things. We have other volunteers that will be showing up and many, many more that make this happen because this is an act of love. We're going to be talking about that. So, I know I said, okay, Kim, but, I'm going to do this. I'm going to push on because we're going to go straight into it with, you guys have your pen. You have your clipboards, your notepads, whatever you need, because we want to keep thanking all the world for showing up because you know what? You want to stick with us on this one. Stay with us on this one. Put that stinky tape on your chair. Put the seatbelt on, and there's no commercials, and so you just got to hang. There you go. So with that, we're going to go into our first. We're going to be highlighting each one of the shows. We're going to start with the first one of the fourth quarter, and it's this one.
When you had asked me about this, I was thinking of all of those people, right? And my mind was going through, the first person my mind jumps to is a guardian ad litem. Her name is Claudette. And then another family that sponsored me, which is like Cynthia and Paige, and they sponsored me and my siblings. And anyone who touched my siblings, it really touched me because I loved them. And our mom and dad did not know how to show that love and that connection. But these strangers did. All the different experiences that I've had, I've like, oh, that person was a hero and that person was a hero. But I'm also going through the divorce recently, using all the tools that I've had. My mind was like, holy cuss word. I'm the hero, right? I'm the one who actually did who I want to be. And as much as my life may not have turned out the way I want it to look, I'm okay with the fact that there's going to be death of things. That's just another beautiful part of it, right?
So this one, it even got us tearing up. I got my tissue here, guys. Have your tissues ready. Gloria, we're going to talk for a moment. Tammy really got me as I was even editing this. It was pretty amazing. So go to, it's season 7, episode 14, Unexpected Heroes. And there's so many takeaways on this one. What would you like to share in regards to being the host on that one? Because there was so much going on.
Oh, I know. It was truly incredible. And everybody came with their own unique perspective on who a hero was for them. But yeah, I was tearing up again watching Tammy because it really is, yeah, it's like, being our own hero. I think it's so important because sometimes we don't have those folks around who can fill that role for us. But we have it within ourselves to do that. And so, yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. And I hope everyone watching knows that you are your own hero. You can be that.
Yeah, that's a take home on that one. And okay, guys, these are some heavy ones. I mean, we have heavy, we have light, we have them all. Another one, next one up is one that Kim hosted, and we're going to share a clip from that, and kind of as a really good summary. And again, get your notepads out. That the one we just looked at was episode 14. We're going to episode 15. Here we go.
For me, it's about those life lessons and what you've been talking about, your purpose and your soul. And I go into anger really quickly. When I feel betrayed, I go into anger really quickly. And I've learned and I see those signs, right? I'm angry. Why am I angry? Because this is getting to me. And how do I get out of that? And then I get into the self-healing that Holly was talking about, and those tools that Kaylin was talking about that we've learned throughout the process. And Gary mentioned learning to set those boundaries and learning to say, okay, this got to me, but you can't get my goat if there's no goat to get. So now I'm going to be setting that boundary, and I'm going to be learning from this experience. And I go within, and I'm really good about going within. As a writer, my go-to is journaling. When I'm working with others and they're dealing with this, I say go with your strength. You might need, if you're musical, you might need to create a new or curate a new playlist for yourself. If you're athletic or physical, you might need to go walk on the beach or walk in nature. If you happen to be very artistic, you might need to get a bunch of canvases and just paint. But it's going to be that creative expression that helps you through, and it helps you figure this out, because you're asking yourself that question: why me, why now, why this, and what am I supposed to get out of this, right?
So this one is episode 15, and E360TV.com. Go to the Fresh Takes channel, or also Pop Culture and Entertainment. You can find us there. You'll be able to watch those shows, or on social media. So Kim, you were up on that one, and I love the way she tied it all nice together in a nice little bow, and then you found that clip. It was amazing.
I thought it was so awesome. I just have to say, one thing I love about everything that we are all touching on, like you said, the light and the heavy, it all flows together. I was noticing that from Gloria's clip. And what this episode of Healing After Betrayal really showed was the significance of making sure that we are going inward and processing those heavy things that we experience, allowing ourselves to feel them and learn through them so that we can get back to that lighter side of life. And you're right. She tied that up so beautifully. I loved it.
She did. Okay, fast moment, guys. Screenshot. It's like we're colored Christmas light colors right now. I just thought, okay, Fabulous Five, we're having some fun. It's all about fun. And again, we want to say happy day, happy Sunday to all our fabulous family with us. Okay, we're going next to Barbara J. Beckley, and she talked about the power of a heart-centered life. And she's really taken on, she's usually our business person that does a lot of this, but she's able to kind of bring it all together. She's really been on kick lately, and all roads lead back to the buddies. We're going to be talking about that too. But here we go. This is the clip, and then we're going to bring her up.
Things, and I agree with gratitude and love, forgiveness. If you can't forgive, you're going to keep yourself stuck, and forgiveness releases you, and it shows you your heart. When you can forgive yourself as well as others. That's what I have to say.
So that's episode 16. Barbara, we're going to bring you right up here because, forgiveness. There you go, right?
Yeah, it's all about, I picked that topic because I'm talking about how important it is right now, talking about love, and you have to start with yourself. So I love how she brought out, I call Rochelle, she's my mother, my other mother in life here, that she brought out the forgiveness part is so important. So I'm glad everybody touched on but it all led to looking at your heart, looking at the center of your heart, what's really motivating you to really just to forgive, to love, to be there for somebody, to have empathy. So I just truly love that show. In fact, I might have to do another one kind of similar to that.
I think you should, and write that down, guys. And if I can encourage anything, 2 stars, and then write even a word by their forgiveness. I mean, and at the end of the year right now, ask yourself some questions. This is a great time to reflect. So that's what this is. This is an opportunity for that. We're going straight into episode Joy was over, and we're going into the seasons, and it was all about celebrating autumn. Here we go.
Become barren and leaves die, so to speak. The trees aren't sad about the death, right? They're not sad about the end of a cycle. And a lot of times we kind of we assign kind of a sad value to them in a way, but the truth is it's a most abundant time. If you really think about agriculture, we celebrate abundance in this season. Especially abundance locally. I think that we need to start becoming more aware of our own abundance in our own communities, and putting our energy here, starting within, and our local area of, there's just so much abundance we forget.
I love that. And I'm even going to throw this up, because forgiveness is loving yourself. Yes, Caroline. And, thank you, Erin, for sharing all the comments that are going on. And we want to recognize again and welcome everyone throughout the world that is watching. And Joy, this was, you're really into all of the seasons. And then you pulled some of your friends that are too. This was a really great way to start celebrating going into the latter part of the year, into where we are right now, right?
Absolutely. Yes, because the autumn, and my guests on this particular show really talked about how it impacted their hearts, and it's almost like taking that pause before the massive holidays that we're in right now, to absorb the light, to absorb nature, to see the golden leaves, the pumpkins on the ground, and to really breathe in that harvest, that abundance, which is that beautiful pause before everything changes and lets go.
Well said. And I love the way and the way we work, guys, is that I ask them to pick some clips, and then I get to pick which one of the ones they picked, or maybe there's a couple that I actually did change, but and they don't know which one I picked. So that's what's fun too. They picked, and then I get to So, and when I was watching these, the thing I loved the way she did was about the leaves, and talking about that. I thought, man, that was just so, simple, those baby step moments. And, how lucky we are. And we want to just, again, recognize we have so many friends showing up. Thank you. We love you all. Okay, so... we have something fun coming, fun in a few days, and you guys are all invited, and we're going to start blasting this everywhere, and we're going to ask you guys to blast it everywhere too, because we're having a party and you are all invited. You belong here. Come as you are. Here we go.
Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're wearing, thanks to E26 TV, this open house party's streaming live, worldwide, and the world's invited. Come on in. You belong here. Come as you are, just step inside. Belong here. In this moment, in this light. Hands up, hearts open wide. This is love, this is life. It's a fabulous new year, and you belong here. All right, world, let's count it down together. 10, feel the love alive. 9, leave the past behind. 8, 7, hear the future call. 6, 5, here we go, y'all. 4,
gave you guys the times and everything. Are you guys ready to party on New Year's Eve with us? Oh yeah, I have, the hat ready to go and all the neat stuff. And right, guys? I mean, isn't this woohoo? Yes, Teresa, and all of you that are here and will be joining us. And we have many that are coming online with us. We have many the E360 TV hosts. We have a lot of our music friends. We have a lot of our contributors. We have a lot of our buddies. We have just a lot of friends, and we are still open to having, if you want to come on air, it's an open house, 3 hours. Let us know. We need to know by tomorrow, but we want you to be a part of it. And you can, the fun about it too is you can be in your jammies. You can come where you are throughout the world. That's what we're doing here. And so, you excited, guys?
Yes, it's very fun.
The energy here is outrageously fun, right?
I was having such a fun time just watching you rock out to that promo video, Tamara. She was dancing the whole thing.
She was dancing. She was like,
I'm tired, guys, and when it's either I cry or I really get like silly. And so I'm loving this because it's the end of the year and we're here for all of you, and we're going to continue going because this is a show that we have created for all of you. And so the next thing on the docket here is we have one that, there's a story behind this one, and we're going to spend a little time on it. Here you go.
I was thinking as I was listening to the song, I'm still tearing up. It's like, I hope she doesn't call me first. Because my network, as I mentioned, is about kind love. And my background is from an abusive relationship, and that's the kind of women I work with. And love can be really challenging and can be triggering. And this song was so warm and so heartfelt. I could just feel the whole energy of the words, which I know come from you, Tamara. I want to make sure everyone knows that this big heart, and I could just feel it everywhere. And I could just, to me, it was like, oh, this is my theme song. I might steal it.
Okay, so this is episode 18, and yes, I could get weepy on this one. This one, I'm not going to interview myself, but I'll put myself in the mush spot, and we'll spend just a few moments on this. And I want you guys to all understand. Sometimes there's these shows that come through us, and it's not necessarily about the song; it's about the message. And that song. I'm actually writing a book right now, and that song is taking a whole chapter because it was pretty incredible, the inspiration. And actually, Gloria is shaking her head because as soon as this came up, I actually had contacted her because it was pretty incredible, the inspiration that happened in that. So there's more to be said on it. But go to Renee. So glad you're here with us. So many of our friends. And they're going to be joining us on New Year's Eve too, at least for drop-ins. And so go and watch that one. The full song is there for you to be able to watch. And that's about all I'm going to say right now, unless you guys have something you want to share ever so quickly, and then we'll move on.
I'll just add, I loved seeing Rosie as part of that episode because I know her story, and I don't recall how much she shared there, but we have powerful guests that come on the Let's Talk Fabulous show with their powerful, amazing, inspirational stories. We can take journeys where we stand for something and have a life experience that might feel like it takes us off course and really calls us back to that space of love to even move through that next thing. And that's what's coming up for me and that episode. And so, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Powerful.
And I agree. And you guys need to go and watch it, because when you hear, she did talk about it all. She did. She exposed it all. So we know her well. We know her personally. And so you're right, Kim. Thank you for sharing that. We're going to go on to episode 19. Here we go.
See our personal identity is so wrapped up in what we do, who we think we should be. Stop doing that. That's all I can say. Stop doing that. Be you. We've already talked about it. Do you, because the people that you are going to impact around you, they need to see the vision, the real you, because so often people get caught up in comparison. Hey, let me tell you, been there, done that. And now I realize that I was doing not only myself a disservice by trying to be somebody else. Like, well, I'm not doing that like so-and-so, or I'm not, I can't talk like so-and-so. And, you know, and I use my hands and I shouldn't do that. And all the things we shouldn't do. Do you. And that shows that vulnerability that you have to get past it. That's what's going to give you the impetus to make a difference in the world, not only just in your life, but in the lives of the people around you. And that's what I truly believe, that's what we're all here for. And that's where that feeling of, wow, I've made a difference comes from.
So again, episode 19, Barbara, you know, you knocked it out of the park on that one. And I have to say, Barbara Ellison, I know she does a lot of stuff with you, and she always has such words of wisdom.
I know. She just sums it up. I don't have to even say anything on that. It's like she sums the whole thing and just do you, right? Just real quickly, the reason why I picked that, I always have a reason why I pick these certain topics. And I see so many people trying to be other people. And I'm like, you are really messing with yourself, because your light is being dimmed because you're not being who you are. So I wanted to make sure that was put out there in that show, because, you know, when you hide yourself and you're somebody else, you can't do that, because we want to see the true you. We want to see who you are, because you are awesome. So I just wanted to put that out there too.
Oh, and I'm glad you did. Absolutely. 100%. So that's the courage to be seen. And there was a couple of titles on that one. And so that's what I had in all my notes. But the main thing on that one is it's episode 19. Episode 19, guys. And so go watch it, episode 19. We're going on to episode 20. We're moving through here, guys. And the next one up is Joy. Here we go.
Gratitude when you're tired. There are times when gratitude doesn't come easily. When you're too tired to chase after silver linings or force optimism. But even then, especially then, it helps to notice what's still here. The ocean that keeps breathing when you forget to. My little kitty Whitefoot, still hanging in there, reminding me what endurance looks like. A body that's healing after nearly not making it. And the chance to hold my first grandchild and see life beginning again. Gratitude isn't always fireworks. Sometimes it's a quiet exhale, a whispered, thank you for what hasn't left. And maybe that's enough. Because when you start there, the light finds its way back in.
So this is the one, being thankful. We had two back-to-back around Thanksgiving that had a theme, and I actually picked that clip on purpose, and because of the fact that I really felt that a couple of things. It led back, all roads lead back to the buddies. There's a lot of buddies that will be able to, hear that, and I understand, and I'm feeling it. Also, to this day, when I think of that episode and what she shared, and it goes hand in glove with the courage to be seen. That's why I also picked it, because she was showing up right before a significant health challenge.
Oh, I've got to throw. I've got tears watching that.
Yeah.
Dorina is one of our beautiful guests, and she has gone through so much this year, almost flatlined on a surgery table, and was facing again. She did this show the day before another surgery. And it's the courage to show up and be grateful when everything else is falling apart and you're letting go of everything.
Yeah.
Right? Which a lot of us and a lot of people we know are going through right now. So we just, as part of our group here, we just are here for you. We're here for each other. And remember, let's keep shining and finding that light together, because we can get through this together, everybody. And as the Fab Five, we're here.
Thank you for sharing that. That's why I picked it. Now we're going to go on. Okay. So, festive fun, I think, is a good place to go right now. So let's go. Oh, no, actually, we're going into fighting grace with gratitude. But this person that I picked, she was so much fun. I'm thinking she should have been on festive fun, too. Here we go. Let's go with this one.
I think it's where we are in our ability to stay grounded and not to have a negative volleyball. That's so easy. The ping pong, negative ping pong. Well, that happened to you. Well, I can tell you something worse that happened to me. And sometimes, it feels good to just be like, bing, 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 bing. It feels good because we're just getting it out. And I think, being able to kind of shift the conversation sometimes. And first of all, giving people permission to dump if they need to dump. And I think that's okay. And not trying to change the situation. That's part of it. And then the other part is like, I like to ask the question, well, what's the best part of your day? Or what's something good that happened? Or what's something, not necessarily use the word grateful, because when you're in the middle of it, you don't want to hear those words. You want to poke somebody in the eye when they say, just be grateful. You're like, no. So give me one thing that made you smile, one thing that made you joyful, one thing that made you feel just a little bit better. It doesn't have to be grandiose, just one thing.
One thing. Okay. Poking the eye. 21, guys. 21. And she had me busting up throughout the whole thing. And she's funny. And I loved it because grace and gratitude. And you can have, tears, and then you can have the laughter. And, and we're going to be doing Purple Heart too. In fact, I think we're going to even have a full show sometime this season, explaining a little bit more about Purple Hearts. But what would you like to say ever so quickly, and so we can move on, because we're going to move on to something huge next. Okay, but I want to give you a chance here.
I appreciate that. And I loved her point about that, sometimes we do need to vent a bit, but to not stay there. And I think that's the important point, is to then, just remember something that gives you joy, and it might even be joy. We're one of our Fab Five hosts who gives you joy.
We got Grace. You're Grace. We have Joy. I mean, Barbara, Kim, and I.
That's okay. It takes a village, and we are a village, and, so it's all good. And so it's finding grace in whatever happens, and just know that, there's that light within you, and just give yourself grace. Give yourself grace.
I love it. From Gloria Grace. There you go. Ta-da. Okay, guys, let's go on. So we've been given a lot of grief by some and a lot of love by others in regards to our name. That's so. So you know what we do? We go straight at it. Here we go. We did. What's fabulous all about anyway? There you go. Here we go.
Fabulous. And yes, I'm going to use that word because it really is no other word to describe it. And I feel like, breaking it down and making each letter mean something. I love an acronym, first of all, but second of all, it just, like Kevin said, there's something that everyone can grab onto. There's something that everyone can relate to, or it speaks to their soul, or they think, oh, I need more of that, or I want more of that in my life. I mean, this is the season of fabulous. It's the season of miracles. And if you're living in norm and normal, that's boring and average. Why not live in miracle and wonder? The season reminds us of that. No matter where we are in our lives, this can remind us of that. I think that when we really stop trying to be what we think other people want us to be, or do what we think other people want us to do, and truly step into our own power, then we can be fabulous. We can walk it, talk it, breathe it, live it, and not in a Pollyanna sort of way, but in a truly, I can sit in this hard moment and still be fabulous. I can sit in this hard time and still see light and look for the miracle, look for the blessing, and be a blessing to others.
Miracles F.A.B.U.L.O.U.S. Faith, action, bravery, unity, love, opportunity, unstoppable spirit. Watch, touch, shine. We're wired for yes. Every heart is power inside. Come alive. Step into your best. F.A.B.U.L.O.U.S.
So write it down.
Love that
Okay.
song. Love it.
And let me get the image up here. Write it down. F.A.B.U.L.O.U.S. Fabulous. And we're proud of our name. Right? Opening it up. Guys, what do you guys want to say?
I'll say I never used to think so much about the word fabulous until being part of the Let's Talk Fabulous show. And I love that you added all of those elements in there because it does represent what we cover, what we stand for, I think individually, but also collectively. And our panelists, I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Gloria, you were on that panel.
Yeah, I know. And I just, I mean, all of the clips I think you've shown so far have really demonstrated what fabulous means. We've covered all of it, and I love how it all came together. And I love that Julianne, who is with E26 TV, in fact, and how she did talk about miracles, because miracles do happen every day. I experienced one just the other day, and I'll maybe tell you about it later because it was truly amazing. Very simple, but meaningful to me. And so that's what being fabulous is all about.
I love it. Yes. In fact, we want to shout out to our network, E360TV.com. You can find us on social media, and then you can also find us on, your apps and online everywhere. It's streaming TV. And we are going into our 8th season, as you can see. Season 7, and we're rounding up. We're going around the corner now, guys. We're going around the bend. And I had queued up, but I'm just going to state it right now. Our show also is all about leading back to the buddies. Who are the buddies? Go to cb4l.org, cb4l.org. It all started there, but it's becoming a bigger mission. And going into 2026, we're going to be exploring more of that. We've got Barbara, who is also one of our senior volunteers. Everybody's a volunteer here. I mean, we're all volunteers, and the show is really an extension of the buddies. Let's just be real. And we're going to be talking more about that. However, what we want to do is also honor all the shows of 4th season and or 4th quarter. So we're going to continue on, but please do your research. Check out the buddies. And if you or someone is feeling isolated and alone and need a little bit of humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love, come join us. Come join us, because we're fun. We're a fun group. This is an extension of them. Okay, we're going on. Barbara, you're up next. Here we go.
Being able to be vulnerable, but I also love the wisdom that you placed in there. You said be vulnerable with individuals, first of all, that you can trust. That part, because it's a vulnerable space. And when you have an open wound, whatever somebody speaks to you is now either going to become ointment to that wound, that scar, or they could speak poison that could be like alcohol to that scar. So what you shared was wisdom. Be wise in who you share your vulnerability with when you are in a season of where hey, I'm wounded right now. My wing is broken. I'm not flying so strong right now. But give yourself grace. But I love what you said. Be wise in who you share it with.
this was a very special show during the holiday season, and we had a discussion about it, and I love the way it all came together, and hats off to Barbara and all of her guests. Sacred Scars, season 7, episode 23. That's a very special person to you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's my wonderful, amazing, fabulous pastor, Pastor Christina Shanti. And, I wanted to bring her on and the other ladies that were on there because of the sacred star we were talking about, of the brokenness that we might have in us, and not to stay there, but understand that it's there for a stepping stone of strength in our lives. So I really brought that show because we all have those scars. We all have something that broke us somewhere, but we didn't stay there. And we need to show other people that, okay, yeah, I was going through a lot of stuff, but guess what? I got through the bridge and now I'm here, and I'm showing you that there's hope. So that's what I really wanted that show to really show.
And it was a beautiful show, guys. If you need an uplifting, real, all of these, that's why I'm like, write them all down. Go watch them all. Crunch them. If you're gonna go crunching sometime, get your popcorn. I even have a popcorn bowl. Someone gave it to me during the holiday season. I thought, oh, that's so cool. Get your popcorn, get your stuff, and go crunch these shows. They're worth it. They really are. This is our hearts for all of you, and an opportunity. In fact, okay. Yes, shameless, Purple Hearts Club. And we're going to go into what it's a little bit more, but I saw Purple Hearts and I promised that we'd share it. And we do on our shows. And we want to honor those. And we're going to explain it more. And it's actually going to get a little bit of a facelift here in 2026 because it really needs to have the love. But here we go. Take a moment with the Fab Five right now in regards to, because this really does come from and stems from someone, Purple Hearts, for anybody that remembers Purple Pin, the Purple Pin Hearts Club. And you've all explained it in so many great ways, but if we were to have a take home today, because so many going through the holidays are missing people that, it's like, some even will set a place on a dinner table or something in honor of those that they love. And we've been doing the Legacy of Love series. And Kim, I actually am going to pull, because you're our resident, for anybody, we celebrated her degree even this year. She's our resident that understands these kind of things. This is an important time to remember those, that we love, right?
Absolutely. It's an important time. And there's all different kinds of beliefs around this and stuff, but we get to choose how we want to grieve, how we want to remember somebody. I do encourage people to take time to sit with, again, those feelings that are coming up if someone's not there, and find some meaning through it, work through those emotions, find some meaning, and cultivate some sort of practice or something that you can use as a way to remember that person moving forward, whether it be a collage, it'd be some sort of ritual or practice that you do, even just, taking time to just still talk to that person, have that line of communication. I could go on, but I won't here, but there's all sorts of things people can do to heal as they remember people, especially during the holidays.
We're gonna do that, and we very well may. And I'm seeing, tears and everything. And thank you for sharing and being so vulnerable, even with being on air and sharing. And we are gonna go on, but we're gonna revisit this. And I think something you just said, I want to really emphasize. You just said, find a way to remember. That's what we do here with the Purple Pin Hearts Club, guys. we remember not only our purple pen, but we are honoring those that have gained their wings. And I'm going to say it's not only just the two-legged ones also, just saying, here you go. Okay, so let's continue on. Gloria, you're up next.
I'm Cheryl Meyer of the F.A.B.U.L.U.S, and this is the Let's Make Time for Festive Fun. And I am a huge believer in having fun almost every day of my life. So as I was thinking about that, it occurred to me that this is going to be the first Christmas that John and I will be here pretty much by ourselves. So what John and I have decided to do, because we find the glimmers of our lives and the little miracles that happen all the time to be so much fun, we are going to keep a December glimmer journal where we write down the little things that happen every day that just are like little miracles that we used to miss, but not anymore. So what's a glimmer? A glimmer could be my kitty wrapping himself around my neck, or the way the sun rises over the hills out our back windows. It can be all the little things that just bring you joy, but sometimes they go through your head with the speed of light. So a glimmer is something that you see, you stop, you acknowledge, you feel the glow, you get that joy from that event, and then we share it with each other because we're both so into this. And that's what the crucial moments of our day become. All these little miracle joys that happen in our life day by day, and we don't want to miss a one of them. And so to me, that's making the most of holiday fun.
I thought this was so great. And this is an example, guys, that our show will take you on that roller coaster of our emotions. Also, there's great tips. And, when we say write it down, because there really are, like we've been acknowledging all this time, it's hard to highlight how many umpteen people that we've had on just in one quarter. When you look at each one of their resumes, each one of their backgrounds, they're spectacular. They're fabulous, truly, yes. F.A.B.U.L.O.U.S. Yes, they are. So, Gloria, I noticed, and I've been giving you a little time to recover because I noticed you were really touched, and this was also a really great show in a lot of practical ways of being able to. And we all love Cheryl, and she always has such great information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about more about that festive fun show.
Oh yeah, and you definitely want to go back and watch this one because April also shared some wonderful tips on how to be able to, keep that festive fun. It's not just this time of year. We can capture those moments all year long. And I think that was really the main lesson I think that came out of that episode. And yes, I apologize for being very teary-eyed today because I am remembering someone very close to me who I lost at this time of year. So, but I can also remember the good times with that person and to be able to hold that. And I'm this whole show today is a glimmer now for me because it's been great just being here with all of you and with all of you out there watching and commenting. It's so wonderful. So,
and I want to recognize also, Aaron just put up, where's Waldo? And that was another one of the purple pen kind of things in the buddies, in the community, because that's when you get together with people, there's healing through connections. There really is. And we need to understand that. Go study blue zones, guys. There's really a lot of science backup. I mean, yeah. And we do shows about all of this, and we really do. And that's what we're sharing right now with you guys and breaking it down so that you can be writing these things down and looking. And I think we're going to have a little time to be able to get the Fab Five to kind of talk a little bit before we end up closing. But we've got one more episode that was so much fun and is very different than our standard. And it was so much fun. So much fun. Here's I have to say, when you have a title like you're going to see, you also can be surprised by what can be said. And this is what the clip is. Here you go.
So as a kid, I was called the black sheep, and throughout my life, the black sheep, right? And then as an adult, later on, I was on the Navajo reservation, and I was herding sheep with an elder, and who has just passed a year ago, December. And anyhow, she kept yelling, "Get the black sheep, get the black sheep," just calling the black sheep. And I'm going, what? Okay. And she said, "The black sheep will follow you. The black sheep is the leader. All the other sheep will follow." And so my mother said to me as a kid, "It's okay that they call you the black sheep, because the black sheep is a powerful leader." So you can imagine in that moment on the reservation, I was just like, wow, I get it now. So anyhow, the black sheep is where it's at.
It's a time for miracles. And I love just setting that as an intention, really leaning into it. What miracles can we create? How can I be a miracle? Waking up with that energy of, ooh, this day is a miracle.
That was such a fun episode. And so, inclusive, ugly sweater, Christmas, come as you are, bonus. There's a song in there that all of the Fab Five were in, and some others where we're wearing our ugly sweaters or our ugly Christmas outfits, that are so cute, actually. And dancing and fun, and it just a fun show. Yet I pulled that, and I'm gonna bring you up. And I don't know if you guys noticed it, but she actually had a costume change during that time too. Even in the two clips, you had the big bow, and then you had the hat, and and it just so much fun. And then you really had so much fun, so many different features going on that we're going to use for the open house coming up on New Year's Eve too.
You know what? We've already talked about so many different things that tie right into that episode. It was this whole vibe of here we are at this time of year where we might all be experiencing different things that are impacting us personally, our families, collectively. Things are getting switched up, how we celebrate, and we might be feeling like, oh, things are different. They're not the same. Maybe I'm not being as fully accepted, or like there's breakages and connections. And I really wanted to tie in, you know what, right here at the Let's Talk Fabulous show, it's an inclusive, love-filled, you are welcome episode. And we tied it in with the whole ugly sweater concept at the holiday time. And we just played with it. We had fun. And then panelists had some amazing nuggets, like that story Patty shared. I was like, I freaking love this. Hello. It just depicts, how there might be this impression of, no, not you. You're excluded. You're not important or special. And what a beautiful way to say, forget all that. There's value in every single person and individual. And I could ramble on, so I'm going to stop. But I loved it.
It's okay, because now we're at a point where we're going to go around and we're going to just leave our thoughts. However, before we do that, put it on your calendar to come live. 6 o'clock in the evening Pacific, 7 o'clock in the evening Mountain, 8 o'clock in the evening Central, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evening Eastern. We're going to be live for 3 hours plus a little to bring in the new year on the East Coast 2026. So what would you, we're going to start with you, Kim, and we're going to go around the room. What would you like to say goodbye to everybody? One word.
You are loved.
That works. Joy.
Do you? I love that.
Gloria.
Be grace.
I love it. Barbara.
Lead with love.
I love it. And mine, you are fabulous. Join us next week. We are going to have lots of really cool people, amazing new people that have never been on. With that, see you all on Wednesday night, and next Sunday. We are the Fab Five here, signing out until we see you again. Come as you are. You belong here. Bye, everyone.
Uh-huh. move on.